you're going to be witness to the very first time that we actually get to speak. So I'm just 7 different kinds of excited. Oh, there she is. She's calling in.
Hi there.
Sonja.
Yes, Frank?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you. It's very excited to be here.
Oh, I am just so excited to have you on. I'm blushing. Leda, am I blushing? I'm blushing.
I can't see it on the phone.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. We have a Facebook group page where we're doing all of our interacting, so it would probably be a real thrill if you wanted to just say hi on there. But I know that we only have a few minutes together. I know that you're so busy, and I so appreciate the time that you're taking out. You've got quite a handful going on lately, don't you?
I do. I mean, I have my full-time job. I'm finishing a book, and I just had a new baby, and I already have 2 older kids, so it's a little crazy.
What's your baby's name?
Her name is Isabella, and she's 8 months.
Isabella. Wow.
Yeah.
8 months. Yeah, it has been 8 months, hasn't it? I remember when you sent me the picture, I was just like, oh, wow, I have a baby picture. This is So you said that you are writing, you've written a book, or you're writing a book?
Yeah, I've almost finished a new book. It's kind of a follow-up to The How of Happiness, but not really, because it is somewhat different. Although the tentative title is The Myth of Happiness. So it sort of sounds a little similar. But do you want me to talk a little bit about it?
Oh, I'm just, yes. Beyond, yes.
Sure, okay. Well, basically, it's a little hard to summarize, and I don't have much practice summarizing it. But basically, I'm writing about different points in life that represent, I guess, big life transitions or times in your life that when you feel like everything changes. So, for example, you decide that you don't want to be married anymore, or you're burnt out being a parent, or you feel like you'll always be alone, or you don't like your job, or maybe you've made it, your career, your money, but you kind of feel empty. You sort of feel, so what? So what's going to happen next? So basically I talk about research that tries to kind of explain what people are going through during these transition periods and help them respond to them, kind of respond in the most optimal way. And the reason it's called The Myth of Happiness is because I talk about kind of 2 big myths that I think we a lot of us share. And the first one is that we feel like we'll be happy when we're married, we have kids, we have a job that we like, we're rich. And then when that doesn't happen, when we're not happy for a long time, then we might reach a crisis point. And the other myth is sort of the opposite kind of side of the coin, which is that we feel like we'll be really unhappy if or when we become ill or have to get a divorce or quit our jobs or lose our jobs. And I sort of talk about kind of how people respond to those situations and bring in a lot of research. So there's a little bit of overlap with The How of Happiness, but not a lot. So I think it's a great book. We'll see what other people think.
Wow, I feel like I'm just in on the ground floor of just because the How of Happiness has just changed so many lives, mine included, and so I will be standing at the bookstore just waiting when they release it. Do you have any kind of a time frame on when it will be released?
Well, I think it takes a long time from the time that it's done. So I think the earliest it's going to be in a year, but it could be 18 months. So like maybe winter 2013. So, it's going to be a while. But I will keep you in mind. I'll try to send you maybe an advance copy. We'll see. I don't know when those come in.
Oh, hey, I'm speechless. Wow. I think, am I remembering correctly that you're headed this way in the spring, is it?
That's right. In fact, I don't know if I still have it on my webpage yet. I'm giving a talk in Logan. At Utah State.
Okay, now, is that something that is open to the public?
And I'm pretty sure it is. Well, let me actually, I'm sort of looking it up as I speak. So I think it's the Utah State Psychological Association.
Uh-huh.
No. It's the Annual Counseling and Psychological Services Conference.
Uh-huh.
So,
okay.
it is on my webpage, April 13th, 2012, in Logan at Utah State. So I don't know. I assume it's open. There's probably some kind of registration fee. Hopefully it's not that big because it's a conference. Hopefully some people can make it.
Well, for some reason, you seem to have a really, really big fan base out here in Utah. So
I'm not sure why Utah, but I'm very happy. That's great.
Well,
maybe it's
you. I just keep teaching the class, and now I'm doing the webinars, so we're reaching the four corners of the state. And I'm constantly talking about your book, and I buy it and I give it to friends. I've always got a small stack of them in my office here. I'm lending them out right and left. So it's I think everyone should have one. Well, thank you for writing it. I mean, it really does cut through and allows the layperson to really cut to the quick and understand what are the things that will actually make them happy. So thank you so much for writing it.
Well, thank you. I mean, I really. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you which of the happiness activities, if you don't mind, would you mind telling us what works for you?
Well, sure. I guess I've tried different kinds of activities, and you know how I talk about the importance of fit. And I think what fits me are activities that I tend to. I guess the activities that help me fix. I guess, how do I say this? The things that I'm not doing. So one example that I often use is savoring. So from time to time, I feel like I haven't been very good at living in the present or savoring the moment. And I think partly because I'm so busy, right? So all of us who are really busy with jobs and families, we kind of forget to sort of stop and smell the roses, right? And I think actually I'm doing a very good job now since the baby has come. I really am savoring her because I know how quickly these stages pass because my older kids, are so much bigger. But I definitely have from time to time really made myself kind of force myself to live more in the present, to sort of not spend so much time kind of thinking about like my to-do list or what I'm going to do tomorrow or the next week, which of course is also important to do, but you have to have a healthy balance. And so I use some of the strategies that I talk about in that chapter for myself. So that's one that I use a lot. Gratitude I'm not very good at. I find it kind of hokey to be grateful, even though it's so powerful. But I do try to be grateful just sort of in the way that feels more appealing or comfortable to me.
Right.
I do sort of sometimes try, you know what I mean? Like everyone does it differently, so I sometimes try to think about what it is that I'm grateful for. Exercise. That's a strategy that's really important to me. Physical activity. So I mean, I guess they're all kind of. I think different times or phases in our lives. Some of the strategies become kind of more or less important. So I think, I think they're all really important. Just depends on the situation, depends on the time in our life, and to some extent depends on the person too. Sure,
it's kind of the you can't step in the same river twice kind of thing. The physical exercise might be more important to you at one point in your life, and maybe at another, maybe not so much. So. And that's the beautiful thing I think about the book is the person fit diagnostic and helping people figure out, at this particular point in the river, these are the things that will make me happy right now. it's just so great.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And in fact, I get a lot of emails from people saying how much they like the idea of fit, because they say that they've tried, from other books or other kind of techniques they've tried to use, and they've kind of felt like they had to do X or Y or Z, and it didn't work for them. And they thought, they were really happy to come across my book, and where they find that actually they don't have to do all those things, because maybe they don't fit them. If counting your blessings, makes you feel kind of inauthentic, and you don't take it seriously, then don't do it. Do something else.
Right.
So yes, absolutely, I get a lot of feedback about that.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. There's so many great levels to the book, and so that's one of the reasons why I keep hawking it and say, if there's one book you buy, this is the one you should get. So I know that we said about 10 minutes, and I really want to know how much I value your time, and I don't want to keep you. So I thank you so much. I can't tell you how grateful I am that for you to take time out of your busy schedule and call in for us.
I'm really happy to do so, and I do follow your blog posts and sort of stuff that you're doing. So I really appreciate it, and as I said, I'd be happy to send you my my next book as an advanced copy. So just maybe kind of keep in touch. Maybe email me in like 6 months and see where I am with that. And good luck with your webinar and with everything else. Say hi to your students for me.
Well, thank you so much. You just did say hi to them, so I appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. Great. Well, good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Good night. Bye.
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 Did you hear that? She said she reads my blog. Oh, I'm all like... Can you guys on the webcam see that? Like, I'm like blushing. I'm wow. I try so hard not to be like, but I am. I'm just completely a fan.